Hi, welcome to Box of Lights and welcome to this demonstration of Burley Games Take It Easy. It's a tile laying game. I'm not normally a fan of tile layers, but this one's an abstract that can be solitaired and offers a great little puzzle. It's really good to try and beat high score on this one. I've got the limited edition Daffodil edition, but I'm going to show you the standard game and then at the end I'll show you how this Daffodil edition works. The rules are pretty straightforward. It plays 1 to 6, so we've got 6 player boards, and we're going to be laying tiles and scoring points by completing rows of joined up tiles of a certain colour, of all one colour. Each colour is worth a different amount of points. In the competitive game, the idea is that one of you takes, I'm just going to take the blue tiles, and we're going to be making rows, okay? You've got to make a line, so these two greys connect, for example, and if they cross the board, they score 5 points. If I was playing the oranges and I made a line across the board, they'd score 8 points, okay, and so on. These white ones are only worth 2, okay, but if they don't make a line from one side to the other, then they don't score any points, okay. Now when you're playing multiplayer, one of you is drawing a tile and then everybody else draws the same tile and everyone has to place it on their board, but where you place it is entirely up to you. And obviously the idea here is that, you know, once you start playing things, you're potentially limiting your options. So if I wanted to play this one here to continue to white, I've blown my ability to complete this grey, this silver. In the expansion, the Daffodil edition, you've got another side of the board. You've also got some multicoloured tiles that allow you to join up any colours, and there's different methods of playing the game. Like I said, I'll come back at the end and show you this, but let's crack on and play the solo variant. I'm going to take out the wildcard tiles. We're going to play with the regular side of the board. You can take whichever colour you want when you're playing solo, it doesn't matter. We're going to turn over all the tiles and give them a good shuffle. There's also different variants with the standard game. You'll notice that some of these have got sun, some moons on them. And in the sun and moon variant, if you draw 2 tiles with the same symbol, sun or moon, then you have to place them adjacent to each other. Okay, so it kind of limits your options. We're just going to play with the regular full game. We'll start by drawing a tile and we'll see how we get on. First tile you draw can go anywhere. Okay. Doesn't matter where you put it. I'd like to score the 8. Now this one is going to be worth a lot of points. So if I put it across here, I'm going to need 5 of them to join up. If I place it here, I'm only going to need 8. If I place it, 4. If I place it here, I'm only going to need 3 to complete it. And I'll also get the 7 as well, so I might put it here. But the other benefit is that you'll score the number times the row size. So this would be 8 times 3 if I completed it here. Whereas if I put it here, it might be 8 times 5, 40 points. Okay, so I'm going to stick this one bang in the middle. I don't like this 1 being here, that's not very good, but you know, let's see what happens. Now your next tile can be placed anywhere. But what's important is we're not placing anything upside down or at the side, okay? Numbers have to be upright as you continue to lay your tiles, okay? So it's pretty straightforward. Like that one. Yeah, we're doing good. Yeah, that one's not so good. That's going to blow that one. Put it down here. I'm blowing the blue. So maybe we'll go here. We'll see if we can get a red going this way. Yeah, I like that. And we've got a choice here. I can continue the 6. Or perhaps put it here. Go for the 3s. Let's go for the 6s. Although I do think my options might be limited. It depends what comes out. Okay, here's another 6. Yeah, you see what's happened now. I can either go here and get the silver and the reds, but I've blown the 8 then. I could go here, carry on the blues. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, we've got white, pink. That one's good. Let's work that one. Let's see. Got one here. That one's not working. I think the 8's more valuable here. There's going to be times when we're just not going to get things fitted. Oh, that would have been nice. Do that. Yeah, let's go for that one. So I've completed the 4 now, so that's 16 points scored. I'm looking for a score of about 200, ideally. That's perfect. That's 24 there. I don't need that one, but I can complete the 1. Yeah, it's not really working for us, is it? I'm going to block the pink if I do that. What do you reckon? I could go down here because I've already blown this link already. Let's do that, and we'll go for the pink up there, possibly. I've got a silver and white. That's a good spot. We've completed our 8. That's 40 points. Oh, I like that one. It's got the green and the yellow. We've broken the pink, but I've scored the 36 there for the 4 times 9. That one's not going to work. We'll get 2, shall we? The 2s. So that's 8 points. No, we don't want this one. That one's not helping us anyway. We're still hopeful for the greens. So we can either break the green, break this one, or break the 1s. Let's break the 1s. A pink, a red. Ah, yes, perfect. There's our 20 points. 20 points. Okay, good, good. 2 tiles left, and a lot in the stack. Let's see. Oh, nice. Go here. We're hoping for a green or a silver. Let's see. Yes, we got it. Brilliant. Now let's calculate our total score. So we'll do the verticals first. So we got 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 9, 36. That's 20, that's 56. That's nothing. And we'll go this way. 24 at 56 is 80, plus 35, 115, plus 8, 123, and this way, plus 12, 135, 175, this is 40, that's it, 175, so not a terrific score. Yeah, that's a pretty average score, not too bad, not too bad. I think we maybe could have done better. But what you could do is just take the tiles off. If you remember the order, I mean, you could even watch the video back. Take the tiles out in the same order and see if you can get a higher score. If you do, let me know. You can get this one as a digital app from Ravensburger, I think it is. These kind of ideas are typical, wonderful brick box design This is by Burley Games, and with all the different variants here as well. So I've already talked about the sun moon. There's also a multiplayer scoring variant where you'll score for sun rays, complete rows of suns like here, and then the moonbeam, same as the sun but a row of all moon tiles. Scoring 6 for each tile, 7 for your suns. You can also have different placement variants, so you could say that every tile you play must be adjacent to another rather than anywhere on the board. And as I said, there's the Daffodil variant as well, so you can just play like the normal game, but obviously there's different combinations of rows here, okay, to be counting, different sizes. There's a 2 shorts in these spaces. You've got a 5 here, 5 here, 5 here. But then you've got what they call method 2, which is the stamen spaces variant, that your first 3 tiles must go on these 3 stamen places, and then you can play more freely. The third method is to play everywhere but the 3 stamen spaces, so they've got to be left until last. Okay. So you have to kind of build around them until the end. And in the final variant, method 4, during the game you get to place up to 3 on the daffodil space at the top here. So you start with placing the 18 that aren't on the stamen spaces, and then at the end you can then draw off your daffodils to fill in the blanks. Get the numbers the right way up. Okay? But remember, it's only complete rows that are scoring points. Made slightly easier by throwing in the wild cards, alright, which can clock up some decent points for you. Remember, in the multiplayer variant, one of you's the caller, all the tiles face down, you're picking one randomly, you're calling out what it is, so black, white, blue. The other players have them face up, they'll find the black, white, blue, so every tile is different, and they'll have to play it, and they'll be laying it in such a way. It's neat because it means that it removes that element of randomness from the game, because everyone's playing the same game. Yes, it's multiplayer solitaire, but you're all trying to figure how are you going to get a better score than your opponents. That's it. Take it easy. Plays really quick. It's a great little solitaire puzzle. Like a great replacement for doing, a puzzle or crossword or something. You've got a very small footprint and a great little solo puzzle. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. See you next time.